Before I start, please note I did this initially as part of a talk during the 2025 Bulwell Arts Festival. It is purely a remembrance of what at the time was an exciting day for the kids, and in no way is a commentary on the crimes that were committed. They say the past is a foreign country, and this true Bulwell story really goes to demonstrate that. Although now disgraced, and I won't go into the reasons behind that, Rolf Harris was once one of the most popular entertainers in the country. In particular, he was a children's entertainer. His shows pulled in massive audiences in that just after grandstand slot on the BBC in the late 1970s, early 80s. Rolf on Saturday ran for 4 series from 1977 to 1980, totalling 35 episodes. In this, he would visit schools, sing songs, tell stories, paint and tell jokes along with other celebrities. Broadcast on Saturday the 28th of April 1979 at about 5:25 p.m, the children of Hempshill Hall Primary School of Bulwell joined him in a 30-minute episode of the show, on Season 3, Episode 5. The episode was filmed at Danecourt School in Radcliffe-on-Trent. Bluebell Hill School was actually the episode 1 of this series, who also filmed there, but because they ever ran their shooting, the children of Hempshill Hall also appeared in parts of episode 1 where Rolf was making a ventriloquist dummy. Anyone who was there at the time will probably be able to remember the words to Boiled Beef and Carrot and Delaney's Donkey. Eurovision Song Contest winners The Brotherhood of Man were the musical guests, although my memory of them is predominantly one picking their nose, and Clive Webb was a funny magician who smashed at the watch of recent headmistress Helen Ridge, Miss Bagley as she was back then. The episode was recorded in March 1979. Rolf Harris actually came to the school prior to this as part of rehearsals, interacting with the kids, and spent about a day there. Some photos were taken. I remember kids being stationed on the corner of Apollo Drive, ready to take pics of him approaching. Hold on a minute, just rewind. Who's that handsome chappie there in the blue? Let's have a quick look. Ooh, that's me, age 10. Sweet! I remember the pressure the children were put under at that point by head teacher Mrs. Pucky. I'm sure some of you out there may have had the pleasure of meeting her at some stage. She scared the willies out of me. If you couldn't remember the words and sing them aloud while smiling, you weren't allowed to appear on the screen and had to stay behind. I remember at least 3 kids weren't taken because of that. Names escape me, but I'm sure one lad we called Willie Gumble was one of them. Rolf did one of his famous paintings while singing the song Fijian Girl, which was released as a single 12 years earlier. The painting was then donated to the school after filming. The painting was initially valued in 2014 at £2,000, but was put up for auction not long after Harris's arrest, as the school tried to break ties with a disgraced entertainer. Although, to be honest, and I was only at school until the summer of '79, but my oldest also went there, and we never saw that picture displayed ever again, even before the trouble, and I've no idea where they kept it. The picture finally sold for just £300. The full episode now follows for those of you who appeared on the show back then in 1979, or for anyone who wants to remember what TV used to be like in those days. It's taken from an off-air recording which was originally taken by the teachers, I guess, and was uploaded to YouTube previously, but is now in the correct ratio, and I've tried to hide some of the tracking issues. Anyway, I hope you enjoy.
Well, there it is. That's the Sheriff of Nottingham's castle. And, wait for it,
We sure would like to stay here.
Hello. It's a message from one RH to another. It's from Robin Hood. It says, "Dear Rolf, welcome to Nottingham. If you listen carefully, you will hear my merry mates from Hempshill Hall Primary School uttering their traditional greeting. Nottingham, and have we got a feast of a show for you today. We've got Clive Webb and the Brotherhood of Man on the show. And also on the menu, some boiled beef and carrots. When I was a nipper, only 6 months old, me mother and me father too, they didn't know what to wean me on, they were both in a dreadful stew. They thought a tripe, they thought a steak, or a little bit of old codrow. Says I pop round to the old cook shop, I know what'll make me grow. Oh! Bobbing and carrots, that's the stuff you know we can. Crazy back and teach you what to do, now vegetarian, I'm related to Paris. From on to that, now I have to work on bobbing and carrots. I'm the father of a lovely pair of nippers, and they're both fat boys. They're twins, you can't tell which is which, like a pair of Savaloys. I had them christened in the week, and as the parson took them on his knee, says I, they both got ginger hair, I want their names to be Bobbing and Harris, Bobbing and Harris. That's the stuff we know we can. Crazy Patrick, teach you what to be, I'm vegetarian, I'm related to Paris. Come on tonight, now I can work on Bobbing and Harris. Again! Bobbing and Harris. I don't think it's fair at all, that lot there guzzling away and us starving to death. What do you think? Not fair, is it? No. Just a minute, who's that?
It's me, Wee Willie Winky. The Brotherhood of Man are in the middle of the night, over there.
Well, I just can't wait for the day to break, 'cause you're coming home and I'm feeling great, for it's been so long and lonely without you. Will you give me love like you did before? Will you give me love? Will you ask for more? Will it be alright to love the whole night through? It'll be alright in the middle of the night. It'll be alright in the middle of the night. Well, I just can't wait for the day to break, 'cause you're coming home and I'm feeling great, for it's been so long and lonely without you. And will it be alright to love the whole night through? Well, I just can't wait till you're at the door, just to see you standing there once more, and to hold you in my arms like lovers do. Well, I hope your love goes on, and I hope it never will go wrong, 'cause I only want to spend my life with you. It'll be alright in the middle of the night. It'll be alright in the middle of the night. Well, it'll be alright in the middle of the night. Well, it'll be alright in the middle of the night.
Well, I was up to the middle of the night sticking all this together. Last week, remember, I made the ears now. I've stuck them on. I didn't quite fill in that gap there. There's a little bit of a hole left, but I've put some sticky paper over that and that'll be all fixed up. It's getting nice and hard there. And the back piece, what I've done is I've taken a piece of chamois leather and stuck that on as a hinge there and put a couple of rivets through it. So that works like that. And now that actually fits over me. Okay? Oh. All right. Now, I told you last time to make a little ball of modelling clay like that. Now I'm going to cut that straight in half, and each one of those is going to be the eye. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have sort of weird eyes like that. So I'm going to cut a little slot out of the middle there. And then take a little bit of paper, a little bit of newspaper, just wet it so it sticks on there. And I'll do that all the way around that. Little piece of newspaper, wet that, stick it on. That's just so that when you want to take it off, it comes off easily. Now, I take some of these tiny bits of brown paper that I've ripped up, and with this paper glue, just put that straight over that newspaper piece like that, and stick it down like that. You can make your own glue out of flour and water, but you need some salt in it to make sure it doesn't go bad and start ponging and smelling. But we just stick that together like that, and when you finish, I put about 3 layers of paper on there, and we just wedge that out. That should come out quite cleanly there, like that. Now we've got that little piece, and I'm going to, with some more of that paper, I'm going to cut that down to the right size and put it over there and stick some more bits of paper around to hold that on, and then about 4 more layers on that'll be solid. So I'll show you both those next week, okay? Now, excitement. Delaney's donkey. Now Delaney had the donkey that everyone admired, temporarily lazy and permanently tired. A leg at every corner, balancing its head, and the tail to wag to let you know it wanted to be fed. Riley slyly said, "We've underrated it, why not train it?" So we took the rag, he rubbed it, scrubbed it, oiled and then brocaded it. He got it to the post, and when the starter dropped the flag, they pushing it, shoving it, shushing it, Hogan, Logan, everyone in town lined up attacking it, shoving it, smacking it. They might as well have tried to push the town hall down. The donkey was eyeing them, openly defying them, winking, blinking, twisting out of place, riding, reversing it, everybody cursing it, and then the lady's donkey ran the half-mile race. Now the muscles of the mice, never known to flinch, they couldn't move the donkey not a quarter of an inch. Delaney lay exhausted, hanging round its throat, with a grip just like a Scotsman on the £5 note. Starter, carter, he lined up all the rest of them, and when it saw him, well, it was willing then. It raced up, braced up, ready for the best of them. They started out to cheer it, but it changed its mind again, and there was Riley, pushing it, shoving it, and shushing it, Hogan, Logan, Mary Ann McGraw. She started poking it, grabbing it, choking it, and kicked her in the bustle and the dark. The Whigs and Conservatives, the Radicals, Superlatives, Liberals, Tories, hurried to the place, stood there in unity, helping the community to push the ladies donkey in the half-mile race. Well, the crowd began to cheer it, and Rafferty, the judge, he came up to assist them, but still it wouldn't budge. And the jockey who was riding it, that's little Pat McGee, got so thoroughly disgusted that he went and had his tea. Hagen, Fagan were students of psychology. They swore they'd shift it with some dynamite, so they bought it, brought it, and then without apology, the donkey gave a sneeze and blew the whole lot out of sight. And there was Riley, pushing it, shoving it, and shoving it, Hogan, Logan, and all the valley crew, the police and auxiliary, the garrison artillery, the second in a skillet and the Lone Stars too. They seized it, carried it, they picked it up, carried it, cheered it, sealed it to the winning train. The bookmakers all threw aside, and they committed suicide. The Daisy Ladies donkey won the half-mile race. That was all their own artwork that they did for Delaney's donkey. The kids in Hempshill Hall School did all those drawings. The BBC cut them out, turned them into that cartoon. That was marvellous. Congratulations. Well, now, we have a magician who really does know what his wand's worth. And that's where he should be, in Wandsworth. Prison, that is, of course. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, the amazing Clive Webb. Good evening. Where are you? Oh, you're up there. Now, I've had thousands
thousands of requests from one or two people to show you the ancient Chinese money box trick. Music, please, maestro.
China money worker, completely empty. I place a Chinese money of silver in color into a Chinese money worker. Chinese money, completely and utterly categorically disappear. Gone. Chinese money not there. Chinese money not there. Chinese money not there. Chinese money not there either. Chinese money changes from silver to gold. Have you uno?
Now, I need an assistant from the audience to help me with this next trick. What do you say that we have one of your teachers, Miss Bagley? Come on, give Miss Bagley a big round of applause. Thank you. What is your first name, please? Helen. Helen, I'm a magician. Can I borrow your watch, my darling? A little trick with your watch. That's a lovely watch. Is it paid for or is it on tick? It is paid for. Helen, I am going to place your watch into this handkerchief like so. That's your watch there. And I'm going to place it then into this empty bag. I place your watch into the empty bag right in there like so, so that I can get it right down into there. Now, Helen, your watch is on. Sorry about that. I place your watch on the floor. Music, please, maestro. How time flies! And now, by magic, your watch over here. I have a pack of cards. What do you think is in this box here? A watch? No, you're quite wrong. Because in this box here is another box. And what do you think's in this box here? Another box. Another box. Right again. And what, Helen, do you think is in this box? A watch. Hold your hand out, my darling. This, Helen, is your watch. Helen, before you go back to your seat, my darling, before you go back, I have here a little parcel. Give me the bits. Have a look in there. Open the package. Oh, it's just like Christmas. And are you ticklish? And what's in there? A watch, my watch. Your watch.
Well, I think Miss Bagley deserves another clap for doing a terrific job there and getting the watch all wrecked and returned again. Big burst of applause for Miss Bagley. Now then, this is difficult. Shush for a minute while I sort this out in my mind. That goes roughly there like that, and then there's a bit there. There's a little bit in somewhere there like that. Ooh. And I've got to do a bit there. I once wrote a song years ago, and it was a tune first of all, and I didn't quite know what to do with the tune, and I didn't know what to call it. And the tune went da-da-da-dum, da-da-dee-da-dum. And eventually I wrote some words for it. And I thought I'd sing it for you today. The words are all about Fiji. Fiji, I should say. And the song is about a Fijian girl. And they have a great, very, very fuzzy, short, fuzzy hair. If you've ever seen Fijian policemen, their hair stands up like that. Did you see the Fijians when they came and played rugby over here? That's good. And we better put something on her, I think. Otherwise we get arrested. She's got a dress on there. And in Fiji they wear sort of a gown, almost like a sari. It's called a sulu. And this is a sulu. It's all lovely patterns. We'll have a bit of material pattern on there and a little bit in the darkness there. Imagine that's in the shadow, so it'll be a slightly darker colour of that red. See there? Let's put the flowers in, shall we? And we'll put the little flowers in there, like that, floating away on the top of the sea. And in the South Sea Islands, if you've got a steady boyfriend and you're spoken for, you wear a little flower behind one of your ears. I'm not sure whether it's the left or the right. And if you haven't got a boyfriend, you wear the flower behind the other ear. See? Now then, if we can put a beach, perhaps a long beach behind her there. Is that horizontal? We don't want the beach running uphill, do we? Otherwise the sea will go all seasick. Palm trees up the back there. That work? Hey, good. And they have a phrase in Fiji which quite often means hello and welcome and quite often means goodbye, and sometimes it's a happy phrase and sometimes it's a sad phrase. And that phrase is Isale. So if you can imagine, as she puts those frangipani flowers there, she says Isale.
Fijian girl undulating by, how could you improve her, soothe her, move her? Fijian girl, Sulu covered thigh, moves against a velvet blue Fijian sky. Fijian girl, show me what to do, don't make this a trial and error island. Fijian girl, I could follow you to the furthest atoll if you told me to. You see Fijian girl frown, you see the world all upside down. The sky's grey, miserable day. You see Fijian girl smile, you see the sun burst out. Kandavu birds fly amid waterfalls high. Fijian girl, how can this be real? How can we be standing hand in hand? Fijian girl, tell me what you feel, staring through the blossoms floating in the bay. The wilting frangipani blossoms drift away. You murmur Isale, Isale.
And yes, I'm a chipmunk. And here is a brotherhood of man with Rosalie.
It was late, I didn't have a special date. I was sitting on a
park bench by the lake I heard her cry. And very much to my surprise, someone kissed me, made me open up my eyes. I turned around to solve this mystery. And who'd you think was sitting next to me? My sweet Rosalie, though she always plays around, she never brings me down. My sweet Rosie, sweet Rosalie, she is always full of fun, and I'm the only one for my Rosie, my sweet Rosie. We started home. We started home. It was almost time for tea. It's been a good day. Been a good day. For me and Rosalie, it's fun together. Fun together. As we're such a perfect pair, and when I want her, I know she's always there. She's everything a guy could ever need. And I love her, oh, I love her. My sweet Rosalie, though she always plays around, she never brings me down. My sweet Rosie, sweet Rosalie, she is always full of fun, and I'm the only one for my Rosie. My sweet Rosalie, though she always plays around, she never brings me down. My sweet Rosie, sweet Rosalie, she is always full of fun, and I'm the only one for my Rosie, my sweet Rosie. She's the only one for me, the cutest little puppy dog y'all see.
Calling. The door is always open wide. Knock, knock. Who's there? Now as the night is falling, take off your coat and come inside. Let's play knock, knock, eh? You're first, Darren. Get ready for the knock. Knock, knock. Who's there? Johnny. Johnny who? Knock, knock. Who's there? Alex. Alex who? If you know how puns are made, and you know how this is played, get set, get ready to go. Knock, knock, knock. That's the phrase. You gotta get words to start the craze. Knock, knock. Who's there? A Sousa who? A Sousa Good fun. It's good fun, isn't it? Hands up those who'd like to do one all on their own. Oh, too many. I'll pick one, and when I pick them, I'll just stick the microphone in, stand up and do it. You ready? You start it now. No. Who's there? Nita. You need to who?
You need to shave.
I need a shave?
No.
Who's there? Sonia who?
Sonia, Joe, Rolf, don't cry.
It's alright, I wasn't crying. If you know how puns are made, then you know how this is played. On your marks, get set to go. No. And that's the phrase, you gotta get words to start the craze. No. Who's there? Betty. Betty who?
Betty can't do one, we don't know.
Is that a challenge?
Yes.
You bet I can't do one you don't know?
Yes.
Right, stop the music. I've been challenged by this bold fella here. Stop the music. Betty can't do one you don't know? Right, I've got a beauty. Music, please. This will kill you, this one. You'll never know this one. Tiddly push. Are you ready? Knock, knock. Carmen. Carmen to the garden moor.
right. Well, you certainly won't know this one. Knock, knock. Izzy. Is it true what they say about Dixie? Yeah, yeah. Does the sun... Well, you'll never know this one. This is a knockout. This is a killer, this one. This is a beauty. Knock, knock. Arthur. Arthur, the ball is over. Who did that? Hands up the kid who did that. Who saw who did that? If I ever catch the kid who did that, I'll thump him so hard. Well, we better finish the show, I guess. You ready for your knock knock? Here we go. Knock knock. Who's there? Could this be love that's calling? The door is always open wide. Your turn. Knock knock. Who's there? Now as the night is falling, take off your coat and come inside. Oh, just a minute. I got a goodie. Do this one with me now. Knock knock. Sol. That's all we got time for this week, folks. But we'll be back next week. And I'd like to thank all of you here at Hempshill Hall School, especially our actors and the door knockers. They were marvellous. I'd like to thank our guests, first of all, the amazing Clive Webb. And the Brotherhood of Man. And next week we're at... I always forget where we are. Nikki, where are we next week? Say goodbye, kids.